Mr. Frog, it has been a while. Hope everything's good. Welcome back. I actually haven't eaten fast food. I'm kind of cutting back on the fast food because I have this summer for tournament season, specifically singles. So I got to start cutting down on alcohol. Oops, sorry about that. And fast food. What's up, Jonathan Perez? How you doing, my friend? I haven't seen you in a while either. Hair looks fire. Thanks, Raphael. It's all about that fade, right? Yeah. I've been long overdue for a haircut. I've had some comments like, hey, dude, you need to get a haircut. I'm like, yeah, you know what? You're right. I just got busy. Dude, work is freaking crazy right now for me. So yeah. It's been pretty crazy. I'm sure your guys' work-life balance is kind of off the walls as well because it's starting to become summertime. You want to be outside more. You guys probably aren't playing nearly as many video games as you were during the winter. So yeah, Jonathan Perez, you and me both, man. You and me both. I spent an hour and a half repairing this tennis string machine, specifically the head tensioner, and it took a while, but I'm glad I got it done. I'm glad I didn't break anything. So remember how like it was kind of slipping towards the end of a pull? It doesn't do that anymore, thankfully. So I glad I did that for an hour and a half last night, but that's still literally an hour and a half. You know, I owe you guys quite a few videos about updating my life. I've been planning on making a YouTube membership thing, and don't worry about, I'm not the type of YouTube channel, I'm not the type of guy, I'm not the type of person to make like a YouTube membership and then take away the content I'm doing on YouTube that doesn't require a YouTube membership on my channel for you guys to view. I'm not taking anything away from you guys. I'm just trying to find a way to monetize my channel by adding more value, not taking away value, if you guys know what I mean. But I'm glad you guys are all here. Oh, you're lean, man. Lean is good for tennis. What's up, Steven C? How are you doing, my friend? The best thing about the YouTube memberships is you guys could have custom emotes that you could put on chats for me. So I will have some sort of, it's not going to be super expensive at all. It's probably going to be the cheapest tier possible. I will be having some sort of YouTube membership. So just be on the lookout for that. I'll make an announcement, kind of like an announcement video for that in the very near future. So don't you worry. Yo, Raphael, I'm glad that I could save you some money, dude. I know it's you're probably kind of freaking out in the beginning of like, oh, how do I pull tension? How do I, how do I weave across? How do I do a starting knot? Or how do I do like a double knot at the end of things? But I'm glad that you picked it up. I'm glad you're servicing your family and your community. I'm glad you're learning something new and you have another way to make money, right, man? Good for you, Raphael. What's up, Cody B? Jonathan Perez, you're asking why I start the crosses with a starting knot instead of starting clamps? Because it pulls tension better, and I'm lazy. Simple as that. I've never had a problem with the starting knot on the crosses ever. I don't think I should change, in all honesty. But I theoretically have 5 rackets of string. I'll probably only get through 3 before I get tired for you guys. Just a heads up. But again, glad you're here. I want to answer some questions and hang out with you guys. Mr. Frog is asking about customizing. The Radical review. Mr. Frog, I did mention this in a few live streams in the past, and I know you haven't been on a live stream in a while. I literally don't have enough time to review my version of the Radical. And the thing is, my Radical is like 2.5 years old. So even if I were to make it, it's literally, and don't take this the wrong way, it's literally not worth the time. It's literally not worth the time. I'd rather review strings. I'd rather hang out with you guys on live stream. I'd rather look at other YouTube content for my channel that's tennis related. And trust me, there's quite a few coming your guys' way. Again, I just need time. I only have 24 hours in a day. It's a hassle and a half. I still have a full-time job for now, and I'm still trying to have a social life. Carl Fabiosa, I play with, I usually string my personal rackets for playtesting and competition at the highest end range of the recommended racket tension. So it depends on the racket. Jonathan Perez, thank you very much, man. Thank you. Chalupa? Dude, I might get a chalupa. I said that I'd be a little bit over. Oh, I think I have something in my teeth. There's something in my teeth. Oh, man. I hate that feeling where there's something between your teeth. Man, this is pissing me off. I do want to get a chalupa tonight, Jonathan Perez, so thank you very much. Guys, chat, is there like, can you see like a piece of, like right here? Like, it's really bothering me. Oh, man. Shoot. Maybe if I swish it out with beer, it'll be good. No, didn't work. I have never, Eli F., I've never used a Theragun on myself. I've gotten massages before, obviously. I've never used a Theragun or a Theragun generic. Solace, a Babolat Pure Aero Tour, which is a hefty racket strung at 55 pounds of RPM blast full bed. People might cringe at 56 pounds at Babolat RPM blast, but that's not too bad because the Babolat Pure Aero Tour is a pretty beefy racket. Personally, if you really want to save some money, again, you've heard me say this before, I highly, highly suggest trying ISOSpeed baseline control. Rare, I like mine either medium or medium rare, Mr. Frog. Medium or medium rare. Raphael, so I know you said you're in Europe, right? Were you able to get some ISOSpeed baseline control? And what are your thoughts on it if you have? I'm so happy I repaired my machine. It's so much smoother now. So much smoother. Let's see. One, two, three. Oh, Jonathan, yeah, Jonathan Perez, that's why I string mine at 55. The control's usually there. Carl Farbiosa, I think for some of my clients, they dropped the cross tension by about 10 to 20% compared to the mains. I personally don't because I'm too lazy, but that's what I see with my clients. Cliff Nelson, thank you, dude. Love the show. This is the show. I wasn't aware I'm on television. So yeah, again, I'm glad you're enjoying the show. Hopefully you get some tips out of it. And keep in mind that, streaming is kind of like, streaming was actually like my first endeavor. But I started to realize that in order to be kind of discovered on any streaming platform, whether it's YouTube or Twitch, or whatever other streaming platforms there are out there, you've got to make YouTube content. You've got to be discoverable on other platforms. So I'm hoping that you guys not only just enjoy the show, but find something informative and entertaining, because apparently I'm an entertainer now. And also do follow my other social media if Instagram or Twitter is your thing. But obviously YouTube will be my main platform. But again, thank you very much, Cliff. Thank you. Taj, that's actually a pretty good that's a pretty good deal you got going with your coach. But I would actually say, Taj, take it a step further. Instead of your match play just being a ground stroke game, like actually play him in either a set, a full 2-set match, or play him in a 12 or 10 point tiebreak. Carl Fabiosa, I've never played a tennis video game. So I don't play any video games that's related to a sport, because if I do that, in my opinion, like with how active I am physically, I'd rather just play the sport instead of just live vicariously through a controller and a screen. So even if I'm watching professional tennis, which I do from time to time, if I'm watching like Wimbledon or if I'm watching the French Open, I'm thinking, you know what? I could do that. I want to do that. And I just end up playing tennis. Obviously, if it's like at 11 p.m. Central Time, where I live in Wisconsin, and I can't play tennis, I'll go to a local bar here, and watch the tennis match. Mr. Frog, if you're a little bit on the shorter side, for singles and/or doubles, just use the serve to get the point started. So what I would actually suggest is use a slice/side spin serve for both your first and second serve, so it stays low, so your opponent can't attack it on a regular basis with their flat ball. They're forced to loop it. They're forced to get the point started, so you start on more even ground. Virtual tennis, was that on all major consoles? I've heard of that. I just don't like playing video games for sports. What's up, David Lee? Dude, Mario Tennis? Should I do like a tiered list of the best Mario Tennis players? The best Mario Tennis players. Would you guys be interested in that? Oh, Toronto. Congrats, dude. Francesco Mancuso. Awesome, man. Are you in Toronto proper, or are you in a suburb like Mississauga? The zone for golfer's elbow, go for a softer string. So obviously, if you want a polyester, go for like the softest polyester, kind of like the Yonex Polytour Pro or the Technifiber Razor Code. And apparently, the Laser Fiber Native Tour is a very, very soft string. Or the Tier 1 Ghost Wire is a very soft string. I've never played with those, the latter two. But the Yonex Polytour Pro and the Technifiber Razor Code, although they're very expensive, they're some of the softest polys I've ever played with. If you want multi-filaments, I suggest Wilson Sensation, Technifiber NRG, Technifiber X1 Biphase, and or Wilson. Did I say Wilson NXT yet? Wilson NXT, sure, why not? Toronto, huh? Francesco, if you don't mind me asking, what level tennis player are you? Like, you know, 2.5, 3.0, 3.5, 4.0, 4.5? What level tennis player are you, Francesco? Four? Dude, if I ever visit Toronto, after this pandemic is like a lot more settled, which everybody's hoping that it does, I'll let you know, because I have a few subscribers and followers in the Toronto metro area that follow me on a regular basis. So be on the lookout for that. Yeah, Raphael Ebner, I've heard the exact same thing too. I think I could get a full reel of Yonex Polytour Pro, like a full 660 reel. Is that 660? Is that 200 meters in the metric system for like just over 100 euros or just around 100 euros. So they jack it up in the Americas. Carl Fabiosa, there's a, sorry, Taj, there is like a chart, if just Google it, there's like a rough estimate of a chart of a male NTRP translated to the UTR. Personally, what do you think is the difference between 3.5 and 4.0? Carl Fabiosa, I think the difference between a 3.5 and a 4.0 is technique and or power for at least men's singles. That's my opinion though. Victor Kim, you're asking if I've ever given hybrids a shot. I'm guessing the durability is a big factor. Why don't I play with it? Victor Kim, you're absolutely right. It's literally like 95% durability. I will break through a polyester in like an hour and a half of straight hitting. I break through it way too quickly. What is it with players, tennis players and junk food? Abhishek Raj, I had a 2-hour singles match yesterday and I got IHOP after. That just means you know what you're doing, and keep it up, and I love you very much. Love me some IHOP. IHOP over Denny's. David Lee, upping static weight to prevent tennis elbow. I would highly suggest the first, again, see a medical professional if it's super egregious. But David Lee, for tennis elbow, first of all, get softer string. If that doesn't work, drop the tension of the string. If that doesn't work, experiment with less stiff rackets, more flexible rackets. And if that doesn't work, dude, take a break from tennis. Eli F, you're not a millionaire, therefore you can't afford IHOP. Dude, millionaires don't go to IHOP. I've never heard of a millionaire go into IHOP, so IHOP is not for millionaires. Avi, hey Mark, been following you and ET. Thank you for the time and putting the effort that you and ET have been putting in. Avi, thank you very much, man. Hopefully you found a lot of entertainment and some informative value. So thank you for your support. Glad you're here. So we'll hang out more often, Avi. Dude, the Grand Slams at Denny's are literally the only reason I would say anyone can say that Denny's is equal to or greater than IHOP. The Grand Slam at Denny's is literally better than the US Open Grand Slam. Stephen Malo, thank you, my friend. Lovin', thank you, guys. You guys are so grateful to Stephen Malo. If you don't mind me asking, Stephen, what is your favorite content on my channel? Because I want to keep doing it for you, man. I want to keep doing it for you and you guys. Megamind, millionaires go to Olive Garden for the finest of foods. Megamind, be careful. That's you're traveling on mighty thin ice right now. Odin's Monkey, you fractured your wrist when he tripped while trying to hit a lob on Sunday, and he cast for 6 weeks. Dude, Odin's Monkey, if you're a righty and if you have a two-handed backhand, seriously, try playing lefty for a bit to kind of pass the time. So your two-handed backhand, when your wrist is all better, is going to be wicked, man. Odin's Monkey, thank you. I love doing the match play as well. It's very easy editing. Victor Kim, my go-to string right now is Tier 1 Black Knight. Unfortunately, I don't have a reel of it because I'm saving money for an investment that I'm going to do for you guys. So I won't be able to buy a Tier 1 Black Knight reel for quite a bit. But I have some strings I could go through. I still have some Solinco Hyper G. I still have some Solinco Solinco Confidential. So I'll survive. The podcast? Yeah, I'm very lucky that Ian has been able to bless me with uploading the podcast in video form on my YouTube channel. I'm very, very thankful for that. So I'm glad you guys are enjoying the Shankcast, which is a podcast, a collaboration between me and Essential Tennis. We record a little bit of ahead, but we have an agreement of when I could publish it on my YouTube channel. So it's not going to be nearly as regular as the tennis string reviews you guys will be getting this coming summer. So hopefully I can keep up with it. All right, my matches. Yeah, I'll have a lot more matches this summer when the boys' high school season for Wisconsin is over, because I have about 3 or 4 people that are like top-ranked juniors in the state. They want to take me on, so I'll be more than happy to feature on my channel as soon as their high school boys season is done. Also, there's quite a few revenge matches that previous people that have been featured on my channel want to take a stab at me for, which is totally fine. I love it when people, I seriously love it when people have a target behind my back and we just throw it down. It's awesome. Philip Suarez, I've never hit with any backpack tennis machine like the Atom or the Slinger, or I think there's another one I'm kind of missing with a brand name. But I have a friend that has a Lobster backpack and a friend that has a Slinger backpack. So I will be doing a review on it sometime in the near future during the summer. So don't you worry. The Zone, your strings are currently frayed a little bit. Personally, the Zone, I always play with it until it breaks. That's my opinion. Hopefully, it's just fraying around the sweet spot, just to reinforce the fact that you are in fact hitting it in the sweet spot and nowhere else. A real black nice Raphael, at least in the U.S., Raphael Ebner. A reel of the Tier 1 Black Knight, I think, costs about 130 American dollars. So I got to teach a few more private lessons outside to be able to kind of get that in my budget. So I just got to work a little bit harder, no problem. It's not like super urgent, but It's something that eventually I want to get. I did need to buy a new phone that's actually coming in today because my previous phone screen was absolutely just cracked. Somehow it still works, but it's just cracked. So I need to have my phone because I run a lot of social media for my business. Yeah, the two biggest ones, Marcelo Barros, are either the Slinger or the Lobster for like the portable tennis ball machines. Have I ever played on clay? Odin's Monkey is asking. Absolutely. Clay is by far my favorite surface. I love clay definitely more than hard court. Clay is my go-to. I've only played on blue clay, however. I've never played on red clay. But eventually I will be taking kind of like a backpacking Euro trip sometime in the near future before I get settled down. So if you guys are in Europe and you guys hear the announcement of me traveling Europe, not only just to visit and sightsee and knock things off my bucket list, but also to play tennis at local tennis clubs in any European country, obviously just hit me up. I'd love to. And yes, I will be vlogging it quite a bit. Don't you worry. Is it the Proton? I said it was the Atom. It was the Proton. Okay, so I was freaking close. Frickin' science. Yeah, Christian, who I featured twice on my channel, at least twice on my channel. I played two matches with him on my channel. And I love him to death because as of now, I'm literally 7-0 against him. The last match that I played against him on my channel, and if you guys haven't checked it out, check it out. I played Christian in the very first revenge match, aka rematch on my channel, and Christian saved some amazing match points. And I think I was up 6-3, and I was serving 5-3 40 love, and he hit like 3 amazing winners match point down. And then in the match tiebreak, because we split sets, he was up 8-3, but ended up losing. Raphael, thank you, man. Thank you. Oh, yeah, guys, don't. Raphael, first of all, I'm glad that you're listening. I'm glad you're hanging out with me. And I'm glad I can inform you and save you money. But don't, guys, I love the donations because every single penny or euro or whatever the cent equivalent of a euro is, I'm here to save you guys money, inform you, and entertain you. So don't feel obligated that if I've saved you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, that you guys need to throw money at my face like a monkey. I mean, if you want to do that, go ahead. But I don't want you guys to feel obligated. So Raphael Ebner, thank you very much. I will definitely put this towards my billing expenses and hopefully to buy a reel of the Tier 1 Black Knight. So again, thank you very much. 22 euros. What is 22 euros? What is... hold on. I'm gonna ask Google, but I'm gonna mute myself a little bit because I don't want Google to trigger your guys' Google Home. Test.
€22 is approximately $26.92.
Okay. 22 euros is $26. So, Raphael Ebner, thank you very much. Hopefully I could keep saving you some money, not only just for 10 string reviews, but also by being well informed as a consumer. So awesome, thank you very much. I'm gonna turn off my AC real quick. So Marcelo Barros, a lot of tennis equipment, including strings, including tennis shoes. Thankfully, I was able to buy Gel Resolution 8s again because I've been waiting for a month for it, which is one of my favorite shoes of all time. So Rainier Tennis, I'm not asking that. Thank you, asshole. But yeah, it's Yeah, a lot of tennis stuff, including tennis shoes, tennis strings, especially tennis balls. Believe it or not, tennis balls are like under basically a monopoly. Only like 4 or 5 factories in the world actually make tennis balls. A lot of tennis stuff is absolutely back ordered. So just a heads up, informing you guys that a lot of tennis stuff, all types of tennis equipment is back ordered. So keep that in mind. Oh, already pulled that. Raphael Ebner, thank you very much for your donation. I hope to inform you and save you some money in the near future. And you're probably gonna watch this stream after you go to bed. Get some sleep, Raphael. Kick some butt, string some tennis rackets tomorrow, and do some bues for me. Dude, Zippy 1976, it hit like 82 degrees here in Wisconsin. And right after work, I dropped off a tennis racket for a family friend of mine. And then I did a personal training session, which absolutely kicked my butt. I was shaking a little bit. So, you know, I'm wearing shorts right now. I'm wearing a thin shirt. It is quite hot today, on top of me finishing laundry and cooking pasta and fish for my dinner because gotta get a little bit slimmer for singles tennis season. It is quite hot in this condo right now. Yeah, Rainier Tennis tennis spin, where he puts his spin on your tennis. He definitely would know about the tennis shortage, specifically equipment, because he does run his own tennis shop. Eli F, do I speak English? Do I really? The zone, what level of tennis should you start bueing? That is a trick question. You should start bueing no matter what level you are. All levels, all the time. I would even suggest you guys, you bue in mini tennis, especially drop shots. Colab Manny, MEP isn't completely wrong. I personally think Scott and Ian, at least in singles for indoor men's singles tennis, they are 4-5, but they are definitely pushing the 5-0 rating. I would agree on that. So again, I'm not a fan of the USCA. I like UTR a lot better in terms of, you know, rating comparisons. I'm a big fan of UTR, not just because I'm an independent contractor with UTR, but because it's a lot more accurate. It's not just categorized into buckets of 2-5, 3-0, 3-5. No, it's a lot more flexible than, it's a lot more nuanced. Oh, as soon as you start bueing, you immediately start playing like a 5-0 and they bump you to 5-5, Cody B. Oh, Zippy, 1976. You probably live somewhere near the Midwest. Abhishek, nice. How many times have I broken a racket? I've probably broken 10 rackets in my life. Some intentional, some not intentional. The zone. MEP is a 4-0 in Milwaukee or Chicago. Spirit Donkey, I would actually say it's weird because, like, as I mentioned in kind of the post-match interview with MEP versus Ian, Ben did state that there is a difference of level of play between Metro Atlanta, where he's from, and Wisconsin. So if Scott and Ian were to play regular matches in the Metro Atlanta area, and from what I've seen with Tennis Troll, because Tennis Troll does feature some 5-0s on his channel from time to time, I can definitely see that being true, that Scott, Ian, and possibly even myself, given certain days, we might be rated mid-level 5-0s in certain parts of the country, like Atlanta. Throughout my racket history, what has been my favorite Victor Kim? The Babolat Pure Control Tour. I have nightmares every night of why I sold that racket. My goodness, that was a beautiful. No, sorry, the Babolat Pure Storm Tour, not Control. The Pure Storm Tour. Oh, that was such a beautiful racket. I hate myself for selling that. Colette Manny, it's definitely on my, it's on my wall for you guys to vote on. The big hitter silver. I don't know why Babolat stopped. I think Babolat wanted to invest a lot more money into the Pure Arrow and the Pure Drive, because it was such a beautiful racket line. I miss it, man. I think the Pure Strike was kind of like the sole successor to it, but it's not nearly as plush. It's not nearly as consistent. It's definitely not nearly as control oriented as the Pure Storm, but if Babolat were to make like a retro line of that from like the 2009, 2010 era, I would probably buy, no joke, 10 of them. No, actually, I've only used Babolat grips over grips once in my life, and I immediately regretted it. Abhishek. Good guess, though. Lassie Congo, I use the Adobe Creative Cloud Suite. So for most of my editing, I do use Adobe Premiere Pro. Every now and then I will use After Effects for very special editing, specifically like special effects stuff, such as a scoreboard. But it's mainly Adobe Premiere Pro, which is basically like iMovie. And I think Final Cut is a pretty similar thing. Clay Martin, Babolat overgrips are super dusty and super overrated and super overpriced. Yeah, Rainier Tennis, that's the sad reality of tennis, is that, you know, some high schools, especially the not so well-funded ones, they don't have a full tennis team. Sometimes. The Wilson Pro Staff line, Avinash Dalal, are kind of got bastardized. The Pro Staff line used to be pretty good. Used to be very good up until, I think the last good Pro Staff line, in my opinion, from where I demoed some of them, was probably the BLX. After that, they tried to make it stiffer. They tried to make it more powerful, and it kind of lost its heritage, in my opinion. The best overgrip, regardless of price, is probably the Yonex Super Grap, in my opinion. Clay Martin. The Yonex Super Grap. A close second is the Wilson Supreme Overgrip. I've never played with the Prince Graphite 107. I've actually never played with the Prince Graphite. I did play with a Prince Diablo for a bit. That was fun. That's a really good control-oriented frame. Very, very flexible. Very flexible. Yes, my student Drew, who absolutely kicked my ass in a YouTube channel challenger match on my channel. These are 3 of his rackets. The Babolat Pure Drive Plus, correct. Yannick, for a polyester that's soft with the trampoline effect, if you want round ones, try the Technofiber Razor Code or the Yannick's Polytour Pro. If you want a shaped one with the trampoline effect, even though it's not really super soft, try the Solinco Confidential. It's a very trampoline effect. It's very powerful. I can't, Collab Annie, it's my camera's on a wire, bro. This webcam, this Logitech webcam, it's connected to this PC that's hooked up to this monitor. Yeah. As I think someone asked, what's the next video going to be? The next video that I'm going to publish, which will either be tomorrow or Saturday, realistically more Saturday, is going to be a huge online retailer has filed a legal action against me. So I will give you guys an official update on that. Let's put it that way. You want to train for leagues at the end of the season, Rainier Tennis. Don't hit with your teammates. Play matches against your teammates. Yeah, I like the power for the Razor Code, Yannick, for my testing. I do like the power of the Razor. I like everything about the Razor Code, literally except the price. Way too freaking expensive. Good suggestion, guys, but I'm not going to say anything until I flesh it out, if you know what I mean. Luke Penley, I highly suggest you stick with one or the other during a match play. There's nothing wrong with having both, you know, just kind of messing around. I mess around with the two-hand every now and then, don't get me wrong. But I highly suggest you stick with one when it comes to a competitive tennis setting, Luke Penley. Let's see, Dylan Pate. I did try the Prince Synthetic Gut with Duraflex. That's a very good value string. It's cheap, it does feel cheap, but it doesn't feel like that cheap. But again, I don't mess with synthetic guts or multifilaments because I break them way too quickly. But for a good amount of people, especially 4.0 or under, Prince Synthetic Gut with Duraflex is a good value string. I've never tried any of the Prince polyesters though. Austin Conlon, I don't think that far ahead. Let's see, who on the Tennis Troll channel do I want to play the most? Asking her Kamafi. Let's see. I want to play Wannabe Pro. I want to play Wannabe Pro and Tennis Viking and the Tennis Troll himself. Those are my top three. Yeah, Avinash, I use Axiom backpack for my day-to-day things. Like I literally use it for I carry it every day for my for work. Like I'll either store my laptop in the back along with my lunch and maybe some extra clothes or my headphones for Bluetooth headphones while working. Sony noise canceling Bluetooth headphones. And for like recording sessions, I use the actual Go tennis bag, like the tennis bag that holds 4. So if you could afford it, I highly suggest it. And obviously, you know, the owner of Go did send me some stuff, so I'm technically sponsored, but I would never pressure you guys to buy something unless you guys can afford it. But in my opinion, it's the highest quality bag I've ever had. No rips, no tears. Overall, very happy with it. But yes, I want to disclose, I am technically sponsored by them. I never gotten a check from the owner of Go, but he did give me some free stuff. Clay Martin, I think Aslan Karastev will stay a top player for the next 2 to 3 years. No more than that, though. Marcelo Barros is asking, is the Wise tension head better than the tension heads that come in the Progression 2 or the XELS? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely better. It's not specific enough. Rainier, give me a second. Let me weave this through, and then I'll give you guys the link to that. An Amazon non-affiliate. I'll give you an Amazon link that's not affiliated. Aiden Francia Cotter, if you are popping that many strings and you are planning to play tennis the rest of your adult life, I would highly, highly suggest you look at buying a stringer and learning how to string. Not only to save you money, but for you to possibly make money in your tennis community in the near future. Also, learning how to string and therefore indirectly needing to know about tennis strings, the good ones, the bad ones, and you know the marketing kind of bullshit that big companies shove down your throat, you're forced to become a better consumer because it affects your bottom line to an extent. I love pickleball. I'll be picking it up sometime soon. I'm gonna grab my headphones for you guys and link it to you guys. I'm loyal to only maybe like 3 or 4 brands, and Sony is one of them. So yeah, I'm a little bit biased, but let's see where that is. Man, I bought a lot of Sony stuff. Page 1 of 2. Huh. Apparently I bought it in Best Buy because it's not on Amazon. XB 900N. Yeah. Okay. So I'm linking my noise canceling headphones in the chat right now. And, oh yeah, sorry about that. Let's, there you go. It lasts 30 hours, which is insane for battery life. It is really, I mean, standard Bluetooth connection. I've never had an issue with Bluetooth connection, so it's pretty good with that. No complaints, no praises. So I will tell you this. The noise canceling for those Sony headphones I linked are literally the best noise canceling headphones I've ever had in my life. And I had some Bose. I've tried other ones like JBL, I believe. The noise canceling potential of those headphones are like damn near perfect. I will say the sound quality, the bass is good, but the overall sound quality / clarity of those headphones aren't the best. They're not bad, they're good, but they're not great. That's the only thing that I kind of have a gripe with, but still very much happy with them. Austin Conlon, you're asking about the play styles that challenge me the most mentally. I hate big servers. I hate them. No rhythm whatsoever. I hate playing them. No rhythm. I'm a rhythm player, bro. I want to grind from the baseline all day. I hate playing them. Oh, there goes one of the nubs. MK4s? Hey Dib, how expensive are the MK4s? What brand? Is that Sony? I've never heard of the MK4s before. Feds match? Yeah, Feds out of it, obviously. You're gonna play a Spanish guy on clay. Your first match back. Yeah, good luck. It's fine. Fed choked, didn't he? In the third. He was up a break in that last set, wasn't he? Having a normally long wingspan is fine unless you're doing like a reaction volleys, Eli F. Which player on the tour is the best dumpy? Dude, Dominic Team, and Dominic Team, no doubt. He's got the best badonkadonk by a mile. My goodness. I'm jealous of that cake. Yeah, the Sony, the name for their Sony has horrible naming conventions for their products. Like, dude, just make up a stupid name, attach a number at the end of it, and then next year when you upgrade that thing, just add a +1 at the end of that. Prince Phantom. That's a good racket, isn't it, Spirit Donkey? Spirit Donkey, are you the MILF of the Midwest, according to my YouTube comments? I think you're the one that said that. Rishi Natarajan, that's tough, dude. I've done worse, but since you seem like in high school, so you're a young guy, just take that experience and learn from it. But for future reference, let's see. If you're in that situation ever again, and Chad, I do want you to listen to this, where Rishi was up 5-2 in the final set, and his whole high school team match was determined on his match winning, right? You had a lot of spectators, probably 20 to 30 people watching your match at any time. You said that they're cheering on like double faults and stupid stuff like that. It happens, you can't control the crowd, right? But here's the thing, Rishi. There's one thing you can control, and it's yourself, specifically how you react to certain situations. So if you find yourself in that situation again, right? This might seem like an asshole thing for you to do, especially since you're a young individual. I'm assuming you're a young guy, given your name. But if I were you, right? If you ever find yourself in that situation again, right? And you find yourself in a long point, and you eventually win that point when there's 20 to 30 spectators watching you, when there's a lot of people watching, there's a lot of emotional weight for your match outcome. After literally every single point, whether it ends in a winner or an unforced error, I wouldn't say do this on a double fault if your opponent double faults, but Rishi, if that ever happens to you and you win a point off of something that's not a double fault, I literally want you to cheer extremely loud, like, come on! And not only scream that loud, and I'm sorry if I blew your guys' ears away, but when you scream, come on, I want you to look at every single hater in the crowd in the eye as you're screaming, come on, to send a message. That's what I would do. You want to be the bad guy. I thrive on being the bad guy. When I walk on the court in a singles tennis match, I want people to hate me. I'm the one in my state league, in my tennis community, when they see that they're playing Mark Sanset, I want them to roll their eyes and hate their life. Novak energy. Sorry, I believe in, I understand evolution, unlike Novak. But sure, why not? What is the he hate me for, Siki? Never heard of that one before. Vinsuin, hold on. So, Vinsuin, your junior year in your district tournament, you were in a match and I hit an overhead and literally said, I'm sorry I had to do that in front of your girlfriend. Dude, Do me a favor. Fine, call his net shots out. I don't care. Like, technically, you should be saying fault if he hits the net on a serve, because that's technically true. But Vince, when you play that opponent again, or if you're in that situation and you smash an overhead and their significant other is watching, I want you to scream, "Come on!" Look your opponent in the eye, then look at your opponent's significant other in the eye. And as you're looking at your your opponent's significant other in the eye, you need to say out loud to where your opponent can hear you, "I did that for you, baby." That is just like a mental bomb you just implanted in your opponent's head. Your opponent can't concentrate after that. What's up, Jeffrey Foster? Sorry, Joffrey. Colab Manny, I would need to teach a little bit more tennis. I would probably need to find a part-time programming job just to keep myself afloat, because I want to keep, putting money towards my retirement fund. But I would also start, I know this sounds stupid, playing video games, because I want to make a gaming YouTube channel and diversify my assets on YouTube. Sup, Tag? Everybody say hi to Tag. He's very much a regular. My favorite individual in the DC, Maryland area. Don't worry, I'm not going to dox you any more than that. I know you could kill me in like 2 hits. Don't worry, I know what you do. Cold servo pie. Good way to get your nose broken in the parking lot. I'm assuming I was just saying. Well, hey, who won? Who won the tennis match? And it would be funny if your opponent's significant other, like, you got that significant other's number and you took that person on a date like a few weeks later. That's such a Chad move. Let's see, New World is coming out in about 2.5 months, 3 months maybe. I don't know what month it is. So that'd be a good one. I'd be doing gaming news and gaming updates and gaming guides and tips for any video games, specifically for New World from Amazon. Alpesh Patel, this string machine setup costs about $1,000, about $400 for a used Gamma Progression 2 standing 6-point mount, and then an extra $600 for this Wise tension head electric puller. Oh yeah, the Zone, you can do that too. You can do that too. Or better yet, if the girlfriend and the mother are in the crowd, do it to both. Then you can finally live out the Xbox dream of saying, hey, I took your girlfriend and mom for a date. And they very much enjoyed it at the same time. Yeah, Marcelo Barros, I got pretty lucky with the find. It was a former student of mine that strung some rackets at home, but ended up going to college and not playing college tennis. So the mom contacted me, say, hey, you want to buy this string machine? I'm like, yeah, sure, here's some money. Let me take it. I got pretty damn lucky with this. What would you tell the mother if she's in the crowd to piss your opponent off? Alpesh Patel, I would tell the mom in the crowd, hey, thanks for the good night last night. Keep the change, and see how my opponent reacts. Because there's no good way out of that. There really is no good, peaceful way out of that, like, that very subtle, it's not even subtle, it's just pretty direct. But, yeah, it is what it is. How often should fixed clamps be replaced, Collab Manny? It's whenever you feel like it's slipping, in my opinion. So about every 6 to 9 months, nice. About every 6 to 9 months, I need to tighten up the base clamps of my the base of my fixed clamps. 10-3? Damn. Tag, did you just like show them your biceps and they were just scared of you afterwards? Oh, the zone. So you're asking what would I do if my opponent is the one talking to my mom, making those comments? I would literally look my opponent in the eye and I would say, hey, I know you're BSing because my mom deserves much, much better than your scummy ass. That's what I would say. Aristocrat 682, take a look at my Hyper G Soft tennis string review. They're actually very, very different strings in my opinion. I don't want to go too long into this because I don't want this to be a 10-minute, TED talk of the Hyper G versus Hyper G Soft. That's why I make the YouTube videos. But take a look at the Hyper G Soft tennis string review on my channel. I go into pretty good depth about it. They're very, very different strings. Collab Manny, so I have the Google Pixel 2 XL, but the screen is cracked. It should be here any minute actually. I ordered the Google Pixel 5, so it's gonna be kind of a pain tonight to like transfer all my apps, all my data, all the, oh, new phone, who dis? Like literally because it's a new phone tonight after this live stream. But I'm excited, I get a new phone. Raymond Leanne, awesome. I'm glad you're trying it. Have you played with it yet? Have you strung it yet? Yeah, Forrest Hickey. So Wisconsin State League 4-5 actually happens next week. My first match is Wednesday. So about, 6 days from now. I'm super stoked. Super excited. Yeah, sometimes you got to do a change-up tag. Change it up, catch them off guard, and then inject some pace into it every now and then. I have to do that a lot because I'm not a big guy. I'm only 5'8". Even though I serve relatively big, I'm still not very comfortable on my serves. Oh, Bubs12. Man, awesome. Hello, Hugh. Happy birthday. Dude, I know what that is. Bubs12, I know what that is. Thank you, though. Forrest Hickey, maybe. I might see you at Nationals if my team makes it. Got to get out of the greater Milwaukee area first and then make it through state and then sectionals. My favorite match to watch of the MEP matches. This sounds extremely cocky, but I keep watching my very first match against Scott on Essential Tennis. Yeah. Love that match. Because I won. And no one got injured. What's up, Bedroom Punk? It has been a while. Has been quite a while. Tag, triple digit first serves indoors. Outdoors is a little bit different. Outdoors is very much different. Yeah. Avi, glad I could help, man. Glad I could entertain and inform. That's what I'm here for. Oof. All right. Awesome, Bedroom Punk. You're going to be the #1 seed at state, given that record. Let's see how accurate this is now. So, clearly 16 gauge, right? 16 gauge, as it says right here, 16 gauge. So I strung this at 48 pounds. So let's see where it is. It's a little bit higher than expected. Pretty close though. Still got to settle in. Yeah, it's about 48 pounds. What do you guys think? Slightly higher than expected, but not too bad. Around 49. But it still does need to settle in on the tension because I just got it freshly restrung. Literally just on stream with you guys. Let's try this one. This is the one I did earlier today on stream. About the same. 48, 49 pounds. Pretty good. It's a lot more accurate because before I fixed this machine, before I oiled it up and before I calibrated it, it was like literally like 5 to 10 pounds higher than expected. It was nuts. It was absolutely nuts. One more. Uno más. Sorry, Mjank. Sorry to hear that. Anthony Productions, Taco Bell does help. Anyone, any scientist, any coach that tells you otherwise is lying. Taco Bell always helps. Oh, Alpesh Patel. BDE with #1 singles. BDE. MJ, what are your frames at, man? What are you swinging around these days? Doritos Locos Tacos. Absolute facts right there, Bevo Burn. Absolute facts. Good on you, man. Let's see. I wonder where my phone is. I would like my phone, please. My order is shipped. Damn right it has shipped. I want my phone. I spent $700 on that. It's still pending? Jesus Christ, man. That's stupid. So this phone was supposed to arrive yesterday. It was delayed till today. Still hasn't happened. I am triggered, chat. I am absolutely triggered. Ree! It's okay. I'll pull a Karen and ask to talk to the manager. All right, there we go. What's up, Two-Door? How you doing, bro? Alpesh, I did play college tennis for 2 years. I coach with my Radicals tag. I coach with them. Luckily for me, about 50% of my lessons are actually hitting lessons, so I still swing out fully and get a nice workout in. Oh man, you beat a pusher, your bedroom punk. Congrats. That must have been like a war of attrition in itself. Victor Kim, you're asking how to approach a hitting lesson. You know, talk to the pro or talk to, you know, whoever you're getting it from and say, hey, I just want to work on this. Give me this type of ball if you can. And, you know, let's play it out. That's what I would do. Just be direct and forward on it. And know what you want as a consumer. You have to know what you want. Lasted 3 hours, man. You got your money's worth. You got your bang for your buck, bedroom punk, and congrats on the win. It's the hardest type of win you could possibly have, in my opinion. Those damn pushers. Good. Justin Yoshi. Buey should be used. Buey should be used in tennis, basketball, wrestling. Wrestling might get a little bit weird, but you know, you get what I mean. Let's see, Andrew Young, you have the Hyper G and the Blade 98. The Hyper G is about $160 a reel, at least in the US. It's not too bad. It's not, in my opinion, for other quality shape polyesters like that, Andrew Young, it's not that expensive. But if you really think it is, try a packet of the Tier 1 Black Knight. It doesn't give as much spin potential, but it's definitely softer and is a lot more comfortable. And it's a little bit cheaper too. I think the Tier 1 Black Knight is $130 a reel. And to be honest, let's have a little bit of a discussion here, right? A little bit of a between you and me. Don't tell the YouTube community this. But if you call Tier 1 Black Knight and you talk to the owner, I believe his name is Stefan, and you say that you know Mark Sanset, he actually might give you a nice little discount. So try that. No guarantees, but try that. Tudor, you're asking, when I was just entering high school, what do you think my UTR was? Literally, Tudor, my UTR as like an 8th grader or a freshman might have been like a 3 or 4. I was not a good, mature junior tennis player in the very sense. Well, Pesh, what were you using before your Blade 98 16x19? You got to give me more information than that. See you, Bedroom Punk. Glad you were here. I know I haven't seen you in a while. Oh yeah, Christian is pissed. Love it. Alpesh Patel, try the Tier 1 Black Knight if you can. Andrew Young, I've not tried the Tier 1 Firewire, not yet. I've heard pretty good things about it. That and Ghostwire. Just haven't had time. And I need to bust out another one for the boys. Nice frothy. Why not? It's a pretty good pour, huh? To be a bartender. Sean Adele, I always try to do two-piece stringing in any racket that's possible. I know some of the oversized rackets are not possible. You can only do it with a one-piece kind of stringing, aka two knots, but I always try to do two knots. It's more consistent, more professional. This is the King Sue Double IPA. I believe it's a Chicago brand beer. Yeah, Francesco Mancuso. Screw Luxalon. Screw him, man. So expensive. There it is. Yee. That's a good one. I mean, it's good for a double IPA. Like, it's smooth for a double IPA, but it's not smooth for a single IPA. But it is a double IPA, so I mean, you gotta give it some slack. No problem there. No problem there whatsoever. Dead type of string is, I would say the Solinco Hyper G is like the best dead type of string. How do I measure my string, Sean L? I literally just use my wingspan. It's been pretty damn accurate ever since. It's very, very Chad of me. Weevil Knievel, just because pros like it doesn't mean it's good. I personally think Solinco strings are much better, higher quality than any of the Luxalon strings I've ever tried in my life. Any of them. I'm not a pro. I'm a regular consumer. And it's a lot cheaper too. Luke Penley, the Prince O ports are the worst type of tennis strings to string. They're most definitely puta, if you know what language I'm talking in. Those are the worst. You're absolutely right on that. Robert Garcia, touch shots are okay because after the break-in period, it's a relatively kind of like a springy string, so you get a little bit of feel. But slices are okay. They sit up just a little bit too much for my taste, but I do rely on my backhand slice quite a bit. I still like the Solinco Hyper G's dead feeling and consistent bed string response for slices, especially defensive slices, compared to the Solinco Confidential. Well, Alpesh Patel, I mean, again, it depends on your level. It depends on what you're used to. That's kind of a loaded question. That's a very general question. I don't know. Christopher Perry, what up, my man? I'm still kind of triggered. You didn't let me restring your rackets and get you re-grommet. Still kind of triggered on that. Everybody say hi to Chris Perry. He's a former student of mine, and he's going to be on my state league team. And I'm actually hitting with him tomorrow to get some footage for my very next string review video that I have that I most definitely owe you guys to publish. Is Matt Flack on the team? Chris, I don't know. Matt's been a little bit injured lately. I could shoot him a text tomorrow if you want. See if he's on the team. Too stiff? Yeah, it's definitely a stiff racket or a stiff string setup, Francesco Mancuso. It's very dead feeling. It's very, very consistent in the string bed and it has massive spin potential in my opinion. Yeah, it's not comfortable at all. Oh, by the way, if you guys have Instagram, do you guys enjoy my memes I've been putting out lately? I put a little bit of effort on it. What's up, Mystic Cebu? How are you doing, my friend? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the show. Aristocrat 682. Ooh, Alex Suida. I gotta do a Tennis Mom one. Ooh, that's a good one. It is a very good one. Thank you. Thank you, Alex Suida. For Aristocrat 682's question, I have, let's see. I'll watch NBA, I'll watch MLB, I'll watch even hockey sometimes, and obviously I'll follow important parts of tennis, but I'm too active. I really don't like religiously like follow any type of sports. Like I'll watch Scoreline, I'll watch the NBA Finals, I'll watch the World Series, I'll watch the Super Bowl at local bars. But I don't follow anything else besides tennis with like great effort, if you know what I mean. Namdong, you're asking about regarding the views so far in MEP videos. I'll talk to Ian about that. I need to grab a beer with Ian about that. Ian's kind of on vacation right now, doing some clinics, but I want to talk to him about that and see, hey, you know, how is the MEP videos coming along? I think they're doing well because Ian has been steadily climbing up on viewership. He's almost at 250K subscribers, 250,000 subscribers on YouTube. Obviously, fantastic achievement in itself. So it's I would say I think it's going well, given those metrics, but I want to hear it from the man himself. Absolutely. Although, I think there would be higher viewers if a certain someone also played MEP in that series. But that's a conversation for another time, my friends. Conversation for another time. I watch Top Tennis Training every now and then. Coach Simon from Top Tennis Training, he's a fantastic high-level coach. He could crack the ball. You could tell that he was classically trained in juniors. But obviously, you know, I only have certain hours in a day that I could attribute to watching YouTube. So, you know, it's typically for, you know, stuff for me, stuff for Essential Tennis, and a few of the gaming channels and other news outlets that I follow and trust. So every now and then I will. I actually see him a lot on Instagram, which is pretty fantastic. But I haven't like made a huge effort to watch him. But he's obviously a very good channel. If you guys haven't already, you know, check out Top Tennis Training on YouTube and Instagram. Really good stuff from Coach Simon and his crew. Luke Penley, the live stream of We Need to Talk About MEP, there was a huge YouTube issue. It actually wasn't just me. It wasn't just my subscribers. YouTube did legitimately have a connection issue, so I actually had to bring it up to Discord. So apologies for that. Oh yeah, Simon is really freaking good. Dude, he hits the ball hard and efficiently as well. Amazing footwork. He's built like a American football linebacker. He's a big dude. He could crack the ball. Oh yeah, my Karu from My Tennis HQ. Absolutely brilliant tennis YouTuber. Hopefully I could do an official collab with him sometime in the near future. Richard Krat 682, yes, we are making a trip. I did state on a previous video that it is going to happen. I just don't know the details of it yet. I got to flesh it out with a few people from the Essential Tennis universe, but I'll definitely keep you guys updated. Don't you worry. Chris Perry, Simon from Top Tennis Training, he makes John Ewing look like a twig. Oh yeah, can't wait to get some Atlanta sun, my friend. I've only been to Atlanta once, and I think I was like 9 years old. It was a while ago. X-Men versus the Avengers? Well, Bevo Byrne, who's the X-Men? Who's the Avengers? Oh yeah, that explains why Simon from Top Tennis Training can crack the freaking ball. Favorite clip ever is when I was playing Warzone. I'm talking about John. I say, why are you playing tennis? Because I'm scared. When did I say that, Chris Perry? I want to know the context of that conversation. E.T.'s X-Men? No. E.T.'s the Avengers, not the X-Men. What are you talking about? Alex from Top Tennis Training. Alex is from Top Tennis Training? I've never seen Alex. I've only seen Simon from Top Tennis Training. Two-door. Collab Manny, the downsides about MEP's playstyle, I don't think MEP will ever crack into the 5-0 singles unless he changes his playstyle. You need to have offense in order to crack to the 5-0 level. Yeah, Marcelo Barros, I said that. I know there's a little bit of a delay, but I 100% facts agree on that. Absolutely. All right, guys, the real question is, do I do one more? Oh my God, my forearm. Look at this forearm compared to this one. What forearm is bigger? This one or this one? Is forearm 1 bigger or is forearm 2 bigger? Let me know in the chat below. Damn right, Tag. Thick offense. Absolutely thick. Triple C's, if not quad C's. As thick as your biceps. Oh man, Karen, what up? You ready to lay down the ban hammer on these noobs? Welcome. Old lady was slapping? She was slapping people around left and right. That lady slaps, bruh. She slaps. Easily. Oh man. Karen, did you win? Was it doubles? Okay, it was drills. All right. Just making sure. Just making sure you didn't get slapped around by older lady. Obviously nothing wrong with older ladies, but I seriously thought you were talking about tennis. Or sorry, not tennis. What the hell am I talking about? I seriously thought Karen was talking about like class for his like MBA or some shit like that. Forehand grip two-door, I'm somewhere between a semi-western and a western. And backhand, I am semi-western on my backhand grip. So let's see, that's the bottom. Probably switch it. All right, the real question is, I will do one more. Do I string this next racket, which is my racket, by the way, do I string it with, do I string it at 55 pounds or 52 pounds? I'm thinking about experimenting with lower tension. What do you guys think? ATL planning hasn't started yet, Karen. Ian's kind of busy right now. He's a little bit on a clinic vacation trip. So I got to talk with him about the logistics of it and me taking PTO for my full-time job. Well, first of all, let's check this. Whoops. Where's my tension gauge? There it is. So if anybody's ever doubting how good of a stringer I am, usually strong at 48 pounds. Yeah. Damn right, around 48 pounds. Second check over here, because why not? Around 48 pounds. And always, always, always for presentation skills, always straighten out your strings the best you can. So this looks pretty straight. All right. One more racket. This one's gonna be mine. My competitive string layout. Actually, I want this one. Because YOLO. I gotta fix this. Look at that. Tore off. The overgrip will help, but like, kind of pissed about this. Damn it. I'm not doing 42-1 Cheniac 0. All right, 52 pounds it is. You scrubs. £52 pounds it is. I'm not doing 57. Screw you, Jeremy Garcia. I'm definitely not doing Polytour Rev anytime soon. Definitely not doing Polytour Rev anytime soon, Karen. Karen, since you are a moderator on Discord and YouTube, just a forewarning, I'm doing a legal update on my Polytour Rev tennis string review, which has been taken down from YouTube because of legal issues. Wink, wink. So be on the lookout for that update. Oh, damn right, Marcelo Barros. It is Babolat overgrip quality. Freaking pissed. I did not put Babolat on my racket, Marcelo Barros. Careful, that's mighty nice you're doing right now. I'm gonna ban you. At what level do you consider caring about gear? Andrew Young, you should be caring about gear when you're like literally 2'5". If you're on a tennis court, an outdoor tennis court, and you're wearing rollerblades instead of tennis shoes, well then, that's an issue. That's a gear issue, right? You should care about gear. Yeah, I refocused the camera. Sorry about that, guys. Oh yeah, Tennis Warehouse is going after me illegally. Absolutely. And I laugh about it. Good. By the way, if you guys haven't seen the band tennis string review I did on the Yonex Polytour Rev, it's on my Discord. Check the text, Chris. You found it? Okay, I'll take a look at it, Chris. 1 second. Friend sent me a voice message. I'll take a look at it later, Chris. I saw that. Thank you. Oh, was it really when you, me, and John were playing Call of Duty Warzone? What's up, John? How are you doing? I have never personally attacked any non-professional tennis player on my channel, ever. I have even seriously stated, I am a fan of Tennis Warehouse until this thing happened. I'm a fan of Tennis Warehouse. Chris and Michelle and the other staff at, at the company are very good tennis players that are knowledgeable in their review. But I have some discrepancies with their opinions, and that video that literally got taken down from YouTube because of a copyright strike, which I personally think is extremely egregiously wrong under fair use in United States law. Was it aggressive? Absolutely. But I think it needed to be said. I will not apologize for it, and I will not back down. Shiny finish, Ben Tactical. You're asking, do all 4 of my Radical Pros have the same shiny finish? It's not a shiny finish. My Radical MP from Midwest Sports had a matte finish and came with a tailor fits placard. Oh, Ben Tactical, throw those tennis rackets away, because although your forehand and serve might get better, your footwork, your defensive skills, and most definitely your backhand and backhand slices are gonna be at like a 2.5 NTRP level just because Taylor Fritz signed that card. But in all seriousness, no, I haven't. It's not a matte finish. It's a regular thing for all 4 of my Radical Pros. Collab Manny, am I gonna stop buying? Well, I don't need to buy anything from an online retailer for a while, so we'll see how this goes. Obviously, I have other options, let's put it that way. And obviously, even with those other options, I will not take any type of endorsement or special deals from those options, because I am 100% fully independent and I'm transparent on that. I've had several offers from other retailers and other string manufacturers and companies about, hey, we'll give you free stuff if you review it, like in a reviewing type of manner. Obviously with a go bag, that was like a bag check, which is kind of funny, obviously with the drugs and the alcohol in there. It was kind of a joke, right? It was kind of a knockoff spoof kind of thing, a little comedy. And I did get some stuff from Go. I never got a check from them, I never got cash from them, I never got an ACH from them, but he gave me free stuff, and that's fine, and I'm fully transparent with that. And even if I say that, when people ask me, hey Mark, what bag do you recommend me? I always say the Go bag, but I always say right afterwards, the Go bag is the best tennis bag I've ever used, and in my opinion, that's true, right? But I am biased because Go did give me free stuff. I always say that. Surya Vinayak, 14-year-old advanced tennis player. Well, it depends on your play style, bro. Karen is absolutely right. Try those strings if you're an advanced 14-year-old. Those are fantastic rackets. Yeah, one-hander, that's a damn good deal. I'm using the old Radical Pros because I love the paint job, and I got them from cheap from an online retailer. Damn, Andrew Young, you're just flexing on us. That's a damn good deal, man. Good for you. Hey, if you like the weight and the feel and the balance of the Plus More, dude, go for you. Good for you. But for me, I'm not too short to where I feel like I need the extra length on tennis rackets. Other places I could benefit, if you know what I mean. But yeah, if the Plus works for you, go for it. It's just for me, Plus rackets are a little bit harder to swing. Yamin He, my only tennis string review on my channel is the Yonex V-Core 95, so go ahead and check that out, man. It's a pretty good review on the tennis. It's very in depth. A little bit long. It's about 15 minutes, but in my opinion, go check it out if you're ever curious about my thoughts about the V-Core 95. One of my good followers, Andre Taggart, he uses the V-Core 95 and swears by it. So, and me and him do agree on my pros and cons with it. So, you know, obviously I'm not completely bullshitting. So yeah, go ahead and check out the V-Core 95 review on my channel if you guys haven't already. Yeah, Ben Tactical, I need to put a little bit more weight on my V-Core, or sorry, not V-Core. I need to put a little bit more weight on my Radical Pros. I just haven't had time to do it yet. What's for dinner? Dinner is double IPA. Surya Vinayak. It depends. Depends on your play style. I put weight on either 3 and 9 o'clock or towards the tip. It's a little bit too easy to swing. It needs a little bit more stability and definitely needs a little bit more plow through. This is a Solinco Hyper G16. Hated. Mikhail Fortuna! I haven't seen you in a while, dude. I'm good, man. How about yourself? Hyper G unit! Why did I switch to the Radical? Because the Yonex Ezone 98's 2020 version were giving me massive arm problems, both tennis elbow and forearm. And a lot of people in the tennis community from YouTube were having that issue as well 4 months in. And I demoed the Radical Pro and I was like, hey, it's a good racket. Not great, but it's good. Leaves enough room for customization. It was cheap on an online retailing website. That's why I got it. That's why I got it. MV Legaspi, any good power on comfort strings, anything multi-filament or synthetic gut. Stay away from polys. I'm not a swimmer. I don't like the idea of not breathing. What do I like to do? I like to run. I like to lift. Well, I don't even like running. I just do it because it's really good for tennis. I like going on bike rides, stationary bike at the gym, and lifting. I like to play basketball, like 1-on-1 or 2-on-2. Anything more than 1-on-1 or 2-on-2, I risk injury from contact, so. But I do like playing basketball. It's good, very good cross training, good cardio workout, good strength training too, especially with the core. MV Legaspi, is that even a question? It's Rublev, bro. Rublev for life. Mikhail Fortuna, my string of choice for competition is a Tier 1 Black Knight. Absolutely fantastic strings. You guys should try it if you haven't already. John, are they really out of stock? It's a good problem for them to have. Very good problem. Ben Vassallo, give me some of that Burger King. Give me some of that chicken tendy fries, man. Love me them chicken tendy fries. Because I only bought one packet of Tier 1 strings Black Knight. I'm trying to go through all my other stuff first and make some money before I buy a reel of something for personal use. Ben Vassallo, where's my T-bell, bro? Where's my T-bell? Give me some of that T-bell. I reviewed Tecnifiber Code Red, Andrew Lee. I mean, I'm glad that you found it. Good for you, but Tecnifiber Code Red? I reviewed that? Chat, did I review Tecnifiber Code Red? Oh, thank you, Ben Masayo. Glad I could be one of them. Glad I could be the first. Play for it. Yeah, right. Andrew Lee, the only Tecnifiber string I've reviewed or even charted is the Tecnifiber Razor Code. I haven't played with the Tecnifiber Code Red since 2007. I don't add weights to my racket, not yet. I do need to add weights to these Radical Pros, absolutely. Well, John, why aren't you using a starting knot? Or maybe a floating clamp. You gotta use one of them floaty boys every now and then. Sirish, yes, you will see a benefit in my opinion. If the natural gut does help, definitely try the Wilson NXT, Tecnifiber X1 Biphase, Tecnifiber NRG 2, or the Wilson Sensation for a cheaper option that are still really soft. I'm watching comment Ben versus Scott. Yeah, it's weird, right? Hey, Ben Vasayo, are you annoyed by my voice yet? Just curious. Is the X stringer like this version of just Gamma? Sirish, that is absolutely a myth, in my opinion. That is absolutely a myth. How the hell do you have 3 knots in a string job? How that? Bro, how do you have 3 knots in a string job? If it's a 1-piece string job, that's 2 knots. If it's a 2-piece string job, that's 4. How the hell do you have 3 knots? I don't get... They must be trolling you, Sirish. Yeah, if you got your racket strong at like Dick's Sporting Goods and your racket comes back with 3 knots, not only should you see the manager and absolutely demand for a refund, and here's the thing, if you guys want me to back you up on this, like, give them my contact information, because 3 knots on a tennis racket should absolutely never happen. Like, that's ridiculous. Yeah, support your local stringer. Thank you very much, John. Dick's Sporting Goods. Okay, so like in most tennis shops, it's a hungover high school or college student literally stringing a racket. Here's the thing. They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit at all, right? And Dick's Sporting Goods is like 2 steps below that. They've never strung a racket in their life. And they're charging you, what, $15 to $20 a racket just for the service? For someone that doesn't know what the hell they're doing? Dude, get your money back. Save that receipt. I'm sorry that happened. Yeah, Sirish, if you can, like, upload a picture of this on my Discord. I would love to see this, along with a lot of people. That should never happen. I've never played with a Pro Staff 97 Surya Vinayak. Oh, Ian. Yo, everybody say hi to Ian. Hi, Ian. We were talking mad shit about, I'm joking, we weren't. A lot of people were asking though, Ian, about our plan. You, me, and the Essential Tennis characters that have been featured on our channel about going down to Atlanta. And I said, you know what? I got to flesh it out with Ian because a lot of it is up to him. A lot of it is up to Tennis Troll and his community. So hopefully when you have some time, you and I could have a beer or two over dinner and flesh things out with the Essential Tennis crew. Oh, don't worry, Karen. It's gonna happen. It's just we gotta flesh out the details. Ian's headquarters, Ethan Base, is 10 minutes away from where I live, aka where this is being streamed at. I'm not going to disclose that information. Ira might be able to make it? All right. Yo, Ian, if we can get one more, so you, me, Scott, Ira, if we could get one more, we could definitely get like a team tennis format going of 2 singles. Hold on. Actually, no. We could do it with just 4 people, right? It would be 1 singles, 2 singles, and then 1 doubles match for a team tennis thing. We can do it that way. Obviously, the more people, the merrier. If they could make it all those dates, that'd be fantastic. Obviously, that is up to Tennis Troll's tennis community as well. That'd be fantastic. Ethan Base, I could see if the strings move. And if the strings move, you know, I gotta fix the clamp. Oh, I would love to bring Cole. Hashtag bring Cole. Serious, yes, any Prince racket with holes in them are a freaking nightmare to string, dude. This is so much easier to string. Pure Strike is good. It's not the best, but it's pretty good. Oh, Ian, you're 5-0 now? What does that make me? Adam Apodaca, so during the winter, I actually do bulk up, kind of like, not like powerlifting, but I do significantly less cardio, I eat significantly more calories, and I weight train a lot more than anything else. Apparently, I'm ATP. Ian, can you send me those screenshots? I'm hoping it's sarcasm, but something tells me it's not. So, God. Adam, so during indoor season and in Midwest Wisconsin, that is, let's say, late October through mid-April, I eat about 3,000 to 4,000 calories a day, depending on how much I drink, because I'm an idiot. And then I lift 6 days a week, and I have the 7th day for rest. So day 1, I do bicep, tricep. Day 2, I do chest and back. Day 3, I do leg day, but the leg day is the only one that isn't increasing mass because I don't want to injure my back and injure my legs. So for chest and back and arms, aka bicep, tricep, I do increase weight to the best I can. And actually, these are the biggest that my arms have ever been because I was very happy with my weight training. So for Matthew Zoo, forearms are just, it's for tennis training. It happens naturally. So at the end of April of 2021, I was hovering around 165, almost 170 pounds. And then around this time of year, I start to shed that weight. And then around late August, which is when I played the most amount of tennis and lifted the least amount, I'm at around 155 and 150 pounds. So I do shed a good amount of weight. So what I try to do is I try to bulk up as much as humanly possible within reason during the indoor season because I know that I'll be lifting very little and I will be doing a lot of cardio, aka tennis, during the outdoor season. So that's my weight training regimen. Vince Wynn, I would love, love, love to play Kevin in a singles tennis match. I think I would beat Kevin 4-4. That's my personal opinion, though. I would love for it to happen. We'll see if I can make that happen. Ethan Base, I make it as tight as humanly possible. So I go from this bracket to this bracket, kind of even it out nice and loose, and then I tighten them up, and then this bracket to this bracket. The first ones you should definitely do are the heads and tails, if you guys have a 6-point or 2-point stringer. Well, Matthew Zhu, now that you said that, like, there's gonna be like 10 dislikes. Joking, obviously. Apparently Vince Wynn doesn't think I have a beautiful one-hander. Now I'm a little bit triggered. 69? Nice. 69 likes for this video? How about 420, Karen? Oh yeah, four of these rackets are Hyper G. Lot of Hyper G. Zitaozu. Lot of Hyper G Zitaozu. We have a predicament. That's not a good one. Matthew Zhu, you're in timeout. You know what you did. Shame on you. Shame on you. So, chat, there's a little bit of a predicament. Because of how often I use this tennis machine, it kind of hooked into it, which is definitely not a good sign. So I kind of gotta cut into that to be able to weave that last one, or weave around it. Hashtag tennis stringing problems. It's okay, I'm an engineer. Foco tennis guy, I love the humidity. I love the slow court. I'm built for it. I want to play as many of them on clay as humanly possible. There we go. Good. Got it done. Yeah, Ian, Caru's LA. Ian, when you do the NTRP chat, if you do it, can you let me know? I'd love to be a guest speaker. Oh, 4 rackets. Zach, it's been a while, my friend. Hey, maybe a shank cast. That'd be a good opportunity for it. 4 rackets on a live stream. I don't think I've ever done that before. Oh, man. My fingers hurt, man. So, truth be told, let's see how accurate this is. Originally strung at 52 pounds. Hey Ian, I fixed my tennis string machine. I recalibrated it, and I oiled it up just like any good machine mechanic would do. And it is 52 pounds. And 52 pounds. Ooh, this one's a little bit higher. Interesting. Wonder why that is. It's a little bit tighter towards here. Man. Probably gotta let it settle. But typically the tension is determined a little bit up here. 52 pounds. We're good. We are Gucci flippin' Prada. 4 rackets on live stream for you guys. Only because I love you. Yeah, Megamind. I strung a lot of rackets today, my friend. A lot of rackets. Yeah, well, that's why I have a lav mic right here, so you guys don't hear me with a ratcheting and clanking all the time. 4 rackets. The Verdasco hand, -1 digit. Man. Yeah. It hurts. All right, guys, I'm gonna head out soon because it's Friday tomorrow. Oh my goodness. So if you guys haven't already, do me a favor, hit like, consider hitting subscribe if you haven't already for more original tennis content. And keep in mind, I am gonna be doing tennis string reviews slightly different from here on out. I'm gonna make them shorter, more concise, and more to the point for your guys's entertainment and information, actually, because you guys have short attention spans. So I will be rebranding, not rebranding, but I will be changing that type of content relatively soon. And as always, happy hitting.